Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 333 News. I'm your news anchor Mario, and in tonight's episode, we're going to keep things kind of simple and short, but I do want to make a note. I apologize for being a few days late, but we are going to make another update on Sunday, so just stay tuned for that. But for tonight's episode, we're going to be going over a hurricane that will potentially impact New England, and it's looking more and more likely as the days go by. So we're just going to go straight to the meteorology studio for tonight's episode. Over to you, Donkey Kong. Okay then, welcome to the meteorology studio. I'm Donkey Kong, your meteorologist, and we're going to be doing a little bit of meteorology in the meteorology studio. Actually, a lot of bit of meteorology in the meteorology studio, because we have a hurricane. This time it's more local instead of all the way on the west coast. It was kind of odd seeing a hurricane over there, but now we're seeing a hurricane over here. So, whatever was over in California is now being brought back home. Anyways, let's get started with your current conditions. Hold on a second. All right. What we're looking at right now is 69 degrees Fahrenheit with... I am looking the wrong way. What we're looking at right now is 69 degrees Fahrenheit with some rain. Yes, I think it's the first time it's actually been raining when I've been doing the current conditions. So, it's a little bit different, but... no matter, just, stay inside for right now. And now we're going to go to our map and radar section because we are tracking a hurricane. So, what I've got on the screen right now is Lee and its forecasted track. Look at that hurricane. Lee actually peaked at a Category 5 earlier in the month, but now it's weakened to a Category 3 or 2, actually. I think it's a Category 2 right now, but it could be, borderline Category 3. As you can see, it is pretty much moving directly north right now. It made its northern turn already, as many were forecasting, and what you will be able to see is as the cone of uncertainty goes a little bit wider, New England is kind of included in there, and it is possible that Lee could make a westward turn as soon as it gets up into the region, potentially making a New England landfall. So we're going to be keeping our eyes out for that. Otherwise, the only other possibility would be the fact that it would land in Nova Scotia. So, going to be keeping our eyes on that. But what we do know for sure is it is going to be Category 1 when it makes its way up here. It's not going to maintain its Category 2 status, so you don't need to worry about it being super severe, but still got to watch out for those impacts. And speaking of impacts, here are our threat levels. So for wind, we're going to have a level 3. There is going to be quite a bit of wind, especially at the coast. Expect gusty winds. Not, the worst in the world, but we probably like seeing moderate amounts of winds, like maybe 40, 50 miles an hour, possibly even 60 miles an hour in certain spots, but not the worst that we've seen. We have seen worse, but keep an eye out for those winds because they could be bringing some impacts. And at the same time, Lee has been making some pretty high waves, so coastal flooding is also going to be a concern. Going to keep an eye out for that. Coastal flooding is also a level 3 on the threat level list. So, As for heavy rain's a level 1. It's not like we're expecting a ton of rain because as we see it right now, based on where the system is most likely to track, we're not going to get a whole lot of rain since we're going to be kind of on the outer band of the system. So not going to be a ton of heavy rain to worry about. It's just mainly going to be a wind and coastal flooding threat. And that's mostly because of, the waves that the center of the storm is going to be stirring up. And not immediately at the coastline. Then as we move further down, we've storm surge at a level 2. I don't think coastal flooding is going to be, horrendously bad. So bad that it would cause, what's the word for it? Those water boundaries at the ocean, seawalls, I think. Seawalls. I don't think the water is going to be able to get over those that easily, so storm surge only at a level 2. If it does happen, I don't expect there to be a ton of it. But still, keep an eye out for coastal flooding. And, of course, storm surge is still on the table. And also, there is a threat of power outages at the coast, too, because those winds are going to be kind of strong, not really, really strong, but still going to be pretty breezy. So, power outages are definitely on the table as well. Now, let's get into everybody's favorite part of the video, the 7-day forecast. Alright, there we go. So immediately we're going to start with tomorrow, Thursday. It's going to be, wow, that was unexpected. Tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be sunny and 89 degrees. Yeah, I don't know why it's getting that hot. Especially, this far into the fall already. And As we move forward, hold on. I'll be right back. It looks like we've got the wrong data up here. Alright, I am back. My apologies for the mistake. That was last week's data. Alright, so for real this time, on Thursday, tomorrow, it looks like we're going to be having mostly sunny skies, 78 degrees, not too bad. And then on Friday, that is when Lee is going to start to make its arrival, so what we're going to be noticing is it's going to start to really cloud up and get pretty windy out there. So we could be looking at winds of up to like 20 miles an hour, and that is, basic sustained winds. Yeah, the winds are really going to start picking up for Friday. And as we go into Saturday, it gets even worse because that's when Lee really, really comes in. We're going to be looking at a lot of rain. Well, the rain's probably going to be moderate, not extremely heavy, but it's also going to be even more windy. 25-mile-an-hour winds is what the estimate is right now. Of course, it could be higher. Lee could make slight changes in its path, so we can't rule anything out. So that's for Saturday. Turn around here. For Sunday, sunny skies, 78 degrees, not too bad. And Lee should be making its way out by then, so yeah. Then Monday, we're going to be looking at partly cloudy skies, 76 degrees, not too bad. Tuesday, sunny skies, 77 degrees. And Wednesday, next Wednesday, mostly sunny skies, 75 degrees. So overall, decent week except for when Lee makes its impact, because obviously you can really see it just stands out like a sore thumb when Lee is making its impact. So yeah, when the wind picks up and the showers and the clouds and stuff. And obviously, along with that, you can see the temperatures going down too, because it's bringing all that tropical energy, and when tropical moisture makes its way in, it actually cools the temperatures down quite a bit, because these tropical storms are really good at absorbing heat, so it's not going to be able to get too warm those 2 days when Lee is overhead. So yeah, that in a shell nut is the 7-day forecast for the week of Wednesday, September 13th, I think. Yeah. September 13th. Okay, I'm done. So, that's gonna conclude it, and we're gonna send it back to Ario at the news desk. Back to you, Ario. Well, okay, I guess we had technical issues there for a second when Donkey Kong was doing the 7-day forecast, but that's resolved. Anyways, that's gonna do it. We're gonna update you on Sunday, don't worry. But thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Wario out.